What's the purpose of that pen? I see you're not grazing livestock there.
Indeed we're not, friend. That's where we learn how to fist fight.
Fist fight? How come?
Why do you think? It's a pretty handy thing to know, and it's 100 times better than sitting on your ass all day.
Does the miller know about this?
Crazel? He came up with the idea, mate. Hey, fancy having a go?
And how do these fights work?
Nothing to it. You put aside your weapons and armor, challenge one of us, and hop in the pen. And from there on, it's pretty clear, I suppose.
I'd love to try these bouts of yours. Shall we?
Wait a mo. First you need to get permission from the miller.
Crazel? Why's that?
He's the one who came with the idea and made it work. He's looking for a champion among us for the Zheliyov tavern fights. There, they have proper brawls. Not like here.
I hear you let your hands fight each other. Could I have a go too?
Who told you about that?
Hensel told me. He said I can join if you allow it.
Hensel did? What a blabbermouth.
So can I join in?
Well, all right, since you already know about it. Them three slackers of mine ain't exactly had their finest hour in Zheliyov. Maybe they could learn something from you.
To Zheliyov, you say?
Aye. Once in a while, I send my strongest hand there to test his mettle against the locals. He earns a few groschen, and I sleep better at night when folk around know I have a hulk of a man like that here.
And if I beat your hands, would you send me to Zheliyov? I could also use those groschen.
We'll see. You ain't beaten no one yet.
Everything's arranged. So come on, let's fight.
Look at you champing at the bit. You do have the coin for a wager, don't you?
Wait, you never said anything about a wager.
Did you really think we brawl just to pass the time? Well, maybe we do a bit. But still, if you want to fight, you have to wager something.
If you say so. Here's the coin.
Great. Get your ass ready for a good kicking. Ha! Ah! 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 Oh, Christ! Shit! Who taught you to fight? Your mum? Ha! Ah! You fight like a little girl. Ha! 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 Ah! You fight like a little girl. Ah! Slow down, damn it! Ha! 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 Sha! Ha! Who took her? Ha! Ah! Nice. Nice. You fight better than I'd have expected.
Thanks.
But we'll see how you fare against Malik. Oh, yeah. And this is yours.
Well,
Aye, your
what funny stuff.
kicks in the ball.
Don't you worry.
We'll see. And what about the...
Here it is.
That's...
Go fuck yourself. Nice. Nice.
Just you. Fuck it out! Bam! There you go. Nice.
Went to see my brother
And?
to talk about the inheritance.
But your father's still alive, isn't he?
But he drools all over himself. He gets this feeling that his...
God damn! You gave me the runaround.
You alright?
Well, a bit of liquor to ease the pain, a bit for the tummy, and I'll be all right. You're going to be much worse off when Vera's done with you. If you wanted to train a bit before then, let me know. I can show you some tricks. And here's your wager. Spend it well.
I want to fight you.
Are you sure?
Don't you worry about me.
Well, got the coin for...
Yeah.
Get ready then.
Cordoba! I'm wounded!
Well, fuck me. I stripped in like you, and you whipped my ass.
You're full of surprises yourself. Not even Pa swore as much when he whacked his knee with his blacksmith's hammer.
Oh, I know. Once a fight starts, my mouth takes on a life of its own. Here's the coin you won, and go and see Crazel. He could send you to Shelioff instead of me.
Greetings to you.
Well, Miller, it seems I defeated all the hands you have here.
Even Vera? Well, hats off to you then. Listen, what if I sent you to Shelioff instead of him? You up to it?
Sure. Why not?
Great. I'll pay the entry fee and wager a pile on you, so you better win. And if you want to train a bit more, just punch the shit out of them sissies of mine.
What can I do for you?
Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. First, then we... And...
So you're saying the number of stanzas or style of meter are irrelevant, just as long as I make...
I'd like to try the fights here.
And did Crazel give you enough money?
It appalls me to even
He did.
utter the word.
Here it is.
Excellent! Then the fights can begin. Or they could. But as I said, old Fiala is sitting at home in the doghouse. His old woman won't let him fight anymore.
So you took my money for nothing?
Easy, lad, easy. We'll sort something out. What if you tried to talk to Dorothy? You're a stranger. Maybe she won't be as sharp with you as she is with us. Go and see her. She manages the baths behind the inn. It's no more than 5 steps.
All right then. I'll see what I can do.
God be with you.
Greetings.
God be with you, sir.
I'm looking for your husband, Feeler.
Do you want to shave? Fiala's the best barber in the area, but I recommend you take a proper bath first. One of the girls will take you under her wing and will work out a price for you. What do you...
I just want to speak with him.
He has too much work. If you want to say something to him, tell me, and I'll pass it on.
Well, the thing is, we're expecting him for the fights. And now the whole tavern is waiting for him. I was supposed to come here and get him.
So Lawrence isn't going to leave us in peace? Nothing doing. I told him clearly. He's staying home.
But we can't start without him.
And it serves you right. Find some more intelligent entertainment.
Why don't you want to allow Feeler to fight?
Because he always beats everybody up. Then the lads are all black and blue, and the girls don't have a lot of business. Putting poultices on bruises isn't going to pay for a new roof.
Have no fear. If you let him go, I'll give him such a going over he won't want to fight ever again.
Well, you seem like you might be able to manage that. But don't go and cripple him or anything. He has a lot of work to do here.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
All right, then. Take Fiala with you. But this time, it really is the last time.
Blessings to you.
I'm looking for the barber, Feeler.
Then you found him. What can I do for you?
Get up. Let's go and fight.
Really? So Dorothy allowed it?
She said she'd let you go this one last time.
That's my girl. Let's go. We can't keep the lads waiting.
Come and fight.
Wunderbar. Aus.
Here you go.
That is what I like.
Hey, could you come over here for a moment?
Why not?
Praise God.
Did I hear right that you're going to compete in the fights at the tavern?
Aye, I'm planning to. Why?
Well, I have a favour to ask of you.
And what do you need, girl?
One of the fighters, named Bohunek, he takes care of the horses here.
What about him?
I want you to give him a proper beating, so he won't be able to sit for at least a week.
And why? Did something happen?
He often comes to see me, pretends he likes me, but last time he came drunk. He ordered a bath, something to eat and drink, but then he suddenly knocked the tray out of my hand and started groping me.
Wait, he...
No, luckily not. But when I pulled away from him, he hit me so hard I thought he'd knock my eye out.
Bastards like that should get a proper beating. Hitting girls.
So you'll give him a hiding?
You better believe it. He won't put his hands on you anymore.
Thank you. Then come and see me. I'll figure out a way to repay you.
You gave me a beating. If you broke my Grazian finger, I won't be able to play anything for a while.
Thanks for the fight.
Ah. You too. Here are your winnings.
Thanks.
Have you come to get your up?
Careful!
In the stables, I can...
Let's fight.
It'll be my But before we start...
I do.
And now...
Wanker!
You're going to be tasting dirt. Go fuck yourself. You're going down, I tell you. You don't look like it, but you're a good fighter. Here you go. And you owe me a tooth, you cunt.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
What the fuck are you on about?
That's for Anna. And if I ever hear you touched her again, I'll use my steel instead of my fists.
All right, fine. I'll leave her alone.
I think Bahunek won't be bothering you anymore.
Did you give him a proper licking?
A proper licking? That's an understatement. I beat the shit out of him.
I knew I could rely on you. Unfortunately, I can't pay you for it. I can barely make ends meet myself. But I can sew clothes and wounds.
Thanks. That'll come in handy.
And I can also teach you something. How to mix a special ointment or to make a few stitches with a needle. What do you say?
I'd like to learn something.
So what's...
So, are we gonna fight or not?
You better believe it. But we have to bet first, right? Let's make this interesting.
The bet sounds good. Here you are.
That's what I like to see. Fight! Dorothy was right. I should let the others do the fighting now.
Good fight. Thanks.
You're welcome, lad. You beat me fair and square. But if you want to practice anything or learn something else, come and see me. I'm certain Dorothy wouldn't mind that. Here you go. It's all yours. And from now on, I'm going to make a living through boring but honest work. Don't forget to go and see Lawrence. He has a nice reward waiting for the winner. Careful.
How can I help you today, friend?
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. I thought Fiala would send you home crying, but you certainly deserve to win anyway.
Thanks.
But that still doesn't mean you're the best.
What? I won, didn't I?
Oh, aye. But I've heard from a few people in the tavern that there's this odd fella that lives near Bukovina. They say he could beat the devil himself if he ever met him.
That sounds like a tall tale.
It's no tale. They say he lives in the woods in Kopanina, and his name is... Oh, it starts with B. Bartholomew, Bronislav, or something like that.
And if I beat this Bartholomew or Bronislav?
Then there'll be no doubt you're the best fighter in the region.
He's gone fucking cuckoo. Hear that, folks? Michael has gone star raving cuckoo. Have a drink.
What do you need, my friend?
So you're that Grand Master?
What did you call me? Who's been telling you stories about me?
It's just that I've heard you're the best fighter far and wide.
Ah, so that's what this is about. I haven't been called that in a long while, lad. And who might you be?
My name's Henry, and I know a bit about fighting myself. I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region, so I got sent to you.
You mean to beat me too, eh? I don't know. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I came all the way here to see you. I'm giving you the chance to hit me with impunity. Do I really have to try to convince you?
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt. But bruises, cuts, and a broken nose, on the other hand...
I've been through a lot worse. You won't dissuade me with that.
All right then. If it's really what you want, let's dance. But I have two conditions. First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want you begging for a rematch when you lose. And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up. I don't want to have to try to revive you. Got it?
All right, agreed. Should we get right into it?
Fine. Let's get this over with. Let's go over there, so you don't trample my herbs. Ready? Ha! Ah! Ha! Ha! Kurva! I'm wounded! Now that's what I call an opener! You're telling me you beat all the fighters in the area?
There. That's that.
You really gave me a licking, lad. Who'd have thought you had it in you?
You pack a hell of a punch yourself. For a herbalist, that is.
Well, now what? I'd hate to send you home empty-handed.
I didn't challenge you for money.
And I'm not offering you any. Let me clean up your wounds at least. Or I could show you how to treat them yourself. What do you say?
Actually, why not? I could stay for a little while.
That's more like it. And listen, what if that moment were to last a little longer? I have some lovely aged mead here. We could chat a while. I don't get many visitors here.
Did you say mead?
Homemade, my friend. Come, let's have a toast to our fight. Come on, have another with me.
Another one? This'll be the 7th, I think. I'm not a fish.
Don't be like that. You can't leave now anyway. You just puke in my flower bed and fall asleep on an anthill somewhere.
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
It has its benefits too, you know.
Aye? And what benefits?
I'm my own master here. I don't give a flying toss about what's happening somewhere in the village.
Isn't it a bit of a lonely life?
Don't make me out to be some kind of hermit. I get people coming here for herbs, salves, and once in a blue moon, someone comes and challenges me to a fight.
Does that happen often?
Not the fighting part, But people have been coming here for herbs more and more often. If they're polite and ask nicely, I even let them pay me back later. Times are tough.
What made you move to this lonely place?
You think someone forced me?
Well, I don't know. I've never met a herbalist like you.
You know what, Henry? You're a solid bloke. So I'll tell you what happened. When I was about your age, I worked as a hired hand in Troskovitz, where this girl took a liking to me. Sarah was her name. But I wasn't interested in her, and I told her right away. But trouble still found me anyway.
Let me guess. Sarah wanted revenge.
Maybe, but she also might have been completely innocent. All she did was complain to her brother, and he put two and two together.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about that.
Come on, you can tell me. What happened with Sarah's brother?
He realized it wasn't just about his sister. I never liked any girls. I reckon he'd found it odd for a while, and Sarah just gave him a reason to confront me about it. He gathered some of his friends, and they came to explain how they treat animals like me.
But if it's true what they say about you, you beat them all up, right? Or are those just rumors?
No, it's true. I'm not proud of it, but if I hadn't done it, they would have beat the life out of me.
Well, they got what they deserved. They were asking for trouble, not you.
Aye, but I'm the one that got run out of Troskovitz. And from Takhov, Mladyov, and Uyezd too. There's nothing to be done about it.
Do you live here all alone? In a wilderness like this?
What wilderness? Walk a few paces and you come to a bloody great castle. And I'm not really alone. Animals are company too.
I understand. I prefer being on my own as well.
But don't think I'm a hermit. People sometimes come to get ointments or herbs, and I'm glad to see them. But greeting neighbors and listening to gossip every day, I'd rather not, thanks. It's true, I don't always sleep easy here. The castle may as well not be there for all the protection it gives me. You get strange people wandering around from time to time, the kind best avoided by honest folk. My advice to you is to be careful. I recently saw two vagabonds like that. No doubt they don't think I'm worth the effort. But I still lock the door every night and push a bench up against it.
Where exactly did you come across them?
In the rocks above my cottage. Be careful if you go there.
You said you could teach me something. What was it?
Other than fighting, I'm pretty familiar with all sorts of herbs. People come to me with various maladies.
And you always heal them?
Always. Always when there's still time. Sometimes they'd be better off going straight to the priest.
That sounds like it could come in handy.
But if I'm supposed to teach you something, it won't be for free.
I understand. I'd be happy to pay you.
All right. What do you want to know?
Show me some of those wrestling tricks of yours. How is it that you're so quick?
You just need to look into your opponent's eyes. As soon as he grimaces, frowns, or takes a deep breath, you know he's going to attack. It'll take some time, but I'll tell you what I know.